100 port scanning. So what we're going to do is banner grabbing. Now this is going to connect to one of my servers, ad.samsclass.info, and that's an SSH server. And I see my face is in the way, so let me move this down. All right. And so let's start with this. This is going to create a socket object and then connect to that server on port 22 and then receive whatever data the server sends in response to just the connection and print it out and then close. So port 22 is SSH, and the specification for SSH says as soon as you connect, you should return with a banner that tells it what version of SSH you have. So it's going to do that. Now, right now it's spinning up my container like a virtual machine. It takes a few seconds. And here it is. Sends me a banner telling me what version of SSH I have. So this is called banner grabbing. You connect to a server and you get a banner telling you what version of what process is listening on that port. All right. Now, let's change where it goes to nowhere.samsclass.info instead, and then run that. And now you get an error. And the error is going to say name or service not known. Which is pretty unfriendly, but the point is it can't find that server. It cannot do a DNS resolution of this DNS name. It's not a name of any server in my domain. All right, so now this is the code that actually does error handling there. This is the cool way, if you want to be professional, is that instead of, if you can create this object, but when you try to connect to a server that might not exist, instead of just doing it and having your program crash and burn if it fails, you try to do it. And if it fails, you then go down here and handle the error. So it'll gather the error message and print it out. It'll try to do these things. If it can't do all those things, then it will have an error, and it'll just print the error message here in a sort of more polite way. This is a much more professional way to do it. All right, now let's change from port 22 to 80 and go back to a server that does exist, AD. All right, and now start it, and now it just hangs for a really long time, which is really annoying. And this is because my server is listening on port 80, but port 80 is HTTP, and HTTP does not have any banner in response to a connection request. You have to connect with the TCP handshake, SYN, SYNAC, ACK, and then you have to send an HTTP request to the server, because you're not supposed to be using it from a command line like this. You're supposed to be using it from a browser, which does all that automatically. So now my machine is just freezing up for a long time out, like 2 minutes, waiting for the server to respond, when it's never going to respond. So the way to make this run faster is to change the timeout. Once you define the socket object, you can do set timeout and set it to like 2 seconds. I'll make it 1 second, that's fine too. Now, when I run it, it will only spend 1 second before giving up. Wait, no, I spelled it wrong. Set timeout. I need 2 T's. All right, let's try that. All right, now, 2 seconds, and it times out. So this is just a way to avoid waiting forever for things that are never going to finish. And now we can take user input. So we can leave this the way it is, and we can set the port equals an integer of input, and it's the AI has figured out it's just put enter port there, which is fine. Okay, so that'll read this. Now when you do an input, the result is always a string, so you have to cast it to an integer if you want to use it down here. And now when I connect, instead of connecting on port 80, I'm going to connect on port. And so now I can specify the port. So when I run it, it should ask me, let's see, what did I do wrong? Port equals int input. Oh, that's funny. The AI didn't complete the parentheses for me. That's not very helpful. All right. There. Now it asks for the port. So if I give it 22 and press enter, it finds the banner. And if I give it 80, it's going to say timed out. And if I do like 81, which it's not listening on, I'm going to get connection refused. So those are the 3 possibilities. Either it gives you a banner, it connects but doesn't give you a banner and times out, or it refuses the connection. It's not listening on that port. All right. And so now there are various flags you can find. There are various ports listening on various servers, and you can just connect to them and harvest some banners. So it gives you a little bit of practice here, and that's what I wanted to show you. I'm going to stop this recording.